Aloha! Today we're going to cover our 4 tips for improving talking head recorded lectures. When I say talking head recorded lecture, I mean video framed like this. The instructor covers most of the frame, if not all of the frame, versus back of the room recording, which usually takes place at the same time as a class. Now, we don't generally recommend instructors do back of the room recordings on their own because it requires additional people not only to videotape the instructor but also to do the advanced editing after. So the tips in these videos are primarily for talking head lectures. We're assuming that if you're watching this video that you're probably making your first recorded lecture or maybe one of your first ones, and we think these will be the best tips to help you. So let's get into these. The first one is start with the big picture. So just like good face-to-face instruction, you want to give the student a concept of what we're going to be covering so they understand how it relates to each other, and especially match it to prior knowledge if you can. Explaining this up front will help them structure the information in their mind, especially if you can connect it to prior knowledge. Great, so we're on tip 2 now. Keep it conversational. Adding simple pronouns like you, me, we, us can help bring the lecture to be much more personal. This will help break down that reduction in engagement that the glass barrier, the monitor, creates when you record lectures. It will also convey your personality to the learner, which is incredibly important, especially for online education. Okay, so now we're in tip 3. Add activities to the end of your videos. Now, we've all probably heard students forget things at different rates, and there's a little agreement as to what that rate is. But what they do consistently agree on is that students will forget anything that they don't use, especially the further away that is from the time that they heard it. So it's incredibly important to have activities to solidify this information and to move it from they've just learned it into long-term memory. Ideally, you want them to do something that builds on prior knowledge and requires some critical thinking. Just recalling what was in the video is not likely to keep it in their minds. All right, now on to our final tip. Ensure that the video is as high quality and the audio is as high quality as you can get it. Now, we have a tendency and a desire to use the webcams that are already built into our laptops and our computers. However, usually the video quality is lower than we really want it to be, and the audio can also be a little muffled and noisy. So we recommend that you pick up a fairly cheap standalone webcam. It'll be cleaner video and cleaner audio. So that's it. Those are all our tips for your talking head recorded lectures. One last bit of information is students love recorded lectures. That may seem hard to believe, but whether you're doing face-to-face, hybrid, or purely online learning, students always like to be able to go back and view their lectures anytime, anywhere, if they can. So it's always a good idea to do if possible. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Below, you'll be able to find references to articles that a lot of these research items came from, although most of it is also informed by our personal experience. And please feel free to comment on the thread below any suggestions or thoughts or additional things you'd like to know. Thanks for watching.